Alright guys, we're back. Zombie Rob went to BRB, so you've got me to entertain you for a few moments while we are waiting on a game to be available. No matter what we do, we are going to be waiting for a little bit of time. Hopefully it won't be for too long. But again, if you haven't seen the brackets yourself, just type ! bracket or brackets in the chat because it's pretty dope. I mean, if we wait up here on the top side for stats to fight INnoVation or Trap, that's going to be on an excellent TvP or PvP. Below this, of course, 4 champions, both new and old, still fighting. Although Hero just 2-0'd MMA as I'm speaking, literally. So Hero's another guy to look forward to in that PvT, as it'll be Cure or Ryung. Ooh, Cure versus Hero would be pretty good. Bottom side, we got Bunny waiting for Gumiho or True. Zest did just advance to play against a player named Nice, but I'm not hopping into that game because that's a round behind and it will offset the bracket pretty awkwardly. So we'll just let that one play on its own. And as said, we'll be waiting for a little bit. Hopefully not for too long, but we did get some bits right before the break. I'm going to replay those and it's going to play it twice because the alerts are still broken on this page. Because I'm a garbage human being and I don't know how to fix it. Although I say I'm going to replay it and then it doesn't replay. So I'm just going to just thank you, Dragonblade90 for the 500 bits. God damn it. And Mega Dog 1324, thank you for the 2-month resub. Says he hardly gets to catch us anymore, but hey man, it's good to see you in chat.
Hello.
I guess on the topic of bits, yeah, if you haven't heard, guys, we already mentioned it once on stream. And I swear to you, I'm not actually trying to bait anything. This is like legit. Like, I like to be skeevy and joke around, right? But legit, you can get 500 bits. It's like a $7 value for like $1 right now if you're a Prime user. And even if you're not going to use it on us, and like, let's be real, I would be very happy if you'd use it on us so Zombie and I could make a little bit of dough. It's still something you should take advantage of because it is the cheapest way to support a streamer. Like, if you could give a friend $7 for $1, or I guess $5 for $1 really when you think about it, I think I would take that deal every single time.
Right.
But that being said, of course, as a general reminder, anything you guys see, tip, bits, dollars, I always do share with my co-caster, so know that, yeah, Zymgrub will be getting a share of whatever we get in the channel. But if you want to support her or myself, we have our own Twitch channels, and I'm just basically using that as a really lame segue to advertise my own Twitch channel. But we'll also shout out Zombie Grubs as well, since she actually streams rather consistently and I do not. But yeah, twitch.tv/zombiegrub. You can find all of our information down below. And for me, it's just twitch.tv/riff_king. Although I've been thinking about this a lot lately. I kind of want to rebrand. Like, jokes and memes about wildfire and other things aside, the underscore in my social media and my Twitch channel is such a pain in the ass to convey to people. Like, my problem is, though, I can't get Rifkin. So what name would I go with? And I don't have, like, a backup name. And I feel like you get so old at a point, you're no longer creative enough to come up with a cool name.
I don't know if it's a lack of creativity that impacts it, but...
Well, there's some names out there work out just so perfect. Like Eminem his name is because his initials are M and M. Like, it works out. It creates a really cool brand new name, right?
Okay.
I can't really do that. G and R. Grrr.
I mean, you could.
I couldn't even, because wasn't there was like that Brood War player named Grr. That wouldn't even work for me. Like,
yes, you just don't put the dots and, you know, you'll find.
Can't win. But yeah, these games should hopefully be shuffling along here soon, guys. By the way, it's not a call to action to start suggesting bad names for me in chat, because you guys are going to give me like Adam Dad Gamer 369 and shit like that. I already know it's going to happen. The stream delay, I'm just waiting for it to kick in.
Hey, Apollo. Ow! Mother... friggin'...
Well, Zombie Group gets scratched. Thank you, Miracles, for the 500 bits. He was already number 2 on the bit board for the week, but hey, another 500. Thank you very much.
Hello.
It's a little bit awkward, though, this week, I'm now realizing, too. I was going to start talking about our schedule, but our... Oh, wow, that's above and beyond. Thank you, N3A Power, for the 1,000 bits. And Jake Meophmore, I love saying that name every time. Thank you for the 500 bits as well. But I was looking at our schedule, and I was like, man, we've been so focused and, like, tunnel visioned on the BTSL. I hadn't actually planned anything for May, and it's not May yet. Like, we're not in panic mode. But I'm putting stuff down, I'm trying to plan things out, and I realized I can't really start a new league because of the BTSL finals in the middle of it, right? Like, I don't know, it's just, May's gonna be a real awkward month. But thank God for things like the Olimoleague, which are pretty consistent and pretty regular.
Yeah, very.
Oh, Impact 1 versus Crater. Cool. He advances on to fight against what is possibly Zest. Oh. Okay, I really hope Zest and Nice go by fast, because Impact killed it yesterday. Like, spoilers aside for a moment, like, la la la, put your fingers in your ears, right? 3, 2, 1. Impact coming back from a 2-0 deficit to 4-2 hero was so sick. And I mean, the guy's been playing better and better. And I want to see him. I want to see him more and more. I was actually, Maynard and I were really gushing about this because I don't know how closely you follow the brackets or not, and not even just you, Zombie, but like you, general audience. But
Okay.
you know, Impact and Hero fought a best of 3 in the first group stage, and Impact got floored 2-0. Then they fought again in the second group stage, best of 5, 3-2. So Impact starts fighting back. Then they fight at a best of 7 grand finals, and Impact finally is the one who wins. Like, it is the coolest story, all neatly compacted in the same tournament. And it's really like, it takes weird circumstances to actually rematch somebody like that many times leading up to the finals. So Impact has like really captured my heart, not just with his story, but like his gameplay. I've really enjoyed watching Impact this last month.
He's been really impressive. I mean, there's just something different about him. He's always making the right moves instead of occasionally making really bad decisions, I guess, which has kind of been his limiter. I don't know, maybe his macro and his micro has gotten better as well, but I feel his decision making is a lot better.
You know, combination just like knowing Impact's personality, you saying limiter, I'm immediately, my brain's like Rock Lee pulling off the weights. Like, he's ready to go ham.
Yes. Yeah, but you know, when Rock Lee did that, he still ended up getting absolutely trounced, so.
You know, actually, I gotta go look up a picture of Impact, because don't they even have the same haircut, kind of?
No one quite has Rock Lee's bull haircut that perfectly.
Impact's pretty close if you look at some of the Google shots. Not all of them.
He has a bullish haircut.
Bullish, yeah. But, you know, no one's got the eyebrows. That's the thing.
That's true. Yeah.
Well, anyways, like we said, guys, we're just waiting a little bit for a match. And this isn't even picking and choosing, right? I mean, we want to a little bit, but we have 4 players in the round of 8 all waiting for a match. It's a little awkward. Sometimes this happens with brackets. And if we had known Impact was going to win, I think I would have hopped into Nice versus Zest. That being said, I'm pretty comfortable just grabbing whichever match is available first, because, again, if you're not looking at the brackets yourselves, just to audibly read this off, Stats versus either INnoVation or Trap, Hero versus either Cure or Young, Impact versus Nice or Zest, and Bunny versus Gumiho or True are all fantastic looking matches. And I think, actually, is every caster in Limbo Land right now?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think anyone joined in quite fast enough.
Oh, actually, Crank is... Okay, so Crank's out of game, and he's casting Trap and INnoVation 1-1 on the stream. So that match should be done then.
Good call, good call.
I think INnoVation versus Stats? I'm going to join off Crank, we'll see.
Yeah, I was going to say it might be third game.
Well, no, they're in the third game on his stream, which has a delay. So that's over.
Oh, and you're right.
Yep, INnoVation versus Stats. All right, let me just tell the stream. Although I will say, part of me really wanted Impact versus his match, but maybe this is quick. Maybe we get a chance to catch it. INnoVation tends to tilt versus Protoss, right?
Yeah, he does actually. It's quite a worry.
You know, Trap's not a bad player, but the fact that they tied it up 1-1 and INnoVation, by looking at Crank's stream, kind of had a bit of a desperate push at the end. Wasn't even like a clear-cut victory. Granted, I missed most of the game, so I don't know if that intended or not. Either way, we'll see how this goes, because Stats is obviously a very fantastic player. This is the round of 8 for the Olimoleague, though, so we're almost at the semifinals, guys. All best of 3s until the grand finals, which is the best of 5. And if for some reason you are watching the Olimoleague for the first time, I hope you enjoy it. It's every Tuesday for like 3 years at this time slot, so now you know we're going to get some early morning StarCraft Korean fix.
Nice.
N3A Power saying, please don't kill the Bit Boss. How much health does the Bit Boss have? 155 bits would kill the Bit Boss. Murder him.
Jesus.
Do it with spoons. Don't even do it with like good bits.
Or kill him with kindness.
No, 1,000 cuts.
Okay. Kindness.
I love when Apollo does that thing where he kind of looks at the camera briefly. It's like he knows the camera's there and he looks away. Like,
hello.
And he looks out for it. Look at his paw. Oh, god damn it, I love your cat.
That's me.
All right, guys. I wish we could show you more cat cam, but we gotta hop into Eastwatch. So we'll see you in game. Ooh. This is a Witcha Didya game.
What?
You didn't bring your hype, Witcha Didya? Because we got two fantastic players spotting here at the top right. We've got the red Protoss stats.
I still don't get it. In the bottom left has the blue Terra, and he is INnoVation.
It's like a old Jeff Foxworthy joke, like redneck words. Witcha Didya? You didn't bring your truck, Witcha Didya?
Ah, gotcha. With ya, did ya? Got it. I understand.
Anyways, bad, terrible rehashings of jokes aside, INnoVation has actually been doing a lot versus Protoss, and what I mean by a lot is like almost desperate. Like he's tried proxies, he's tried regular like macro games, and he does win. It's INnoVation, but I feel like they're never the clean victories. They're never the definitive victories, and it's always like a little bit desperate. This is not a matchup he loves.
INnoVation has been, yeah, he's been, you know, unsure of this matchup. Sometimes he looks like it's just typical INnoVation, like easy peasy 2 drops kill the guy, or sometimes he looks like he's just desperate all the time. But we have like a huge resub. Able with Twitch Prime for 50 months.
The big 5-0. Big one.
Yeah. And then Earthiverse with 100 bits.
Yeah, Nexikuro for another 73. He did the birthday cuts to get icing in the wound.
Yeah.
He's so sweet. Actually, I do really want to eat one of those cupcakes. They look super yummy.
I was going to say, you want it with a wound all over it? Oh.
No, what? Ugh.
Ugh.
Although I did have a moment like that recently. Some of you guys probably saw me tweet about this. As I realized I am a fat bastard whose weight is enough pressure on your knee joint to stop bleeding if you cut it. But I was cleaning the bathroom, and of course, because it's wet and watery, a small cut with a little bit of blood makes it look like a lot more, and I panic attack so hard. Because I'm not even looking, and I look down, it's like a puddle of blood. I'm like, how much did I lose? Not even like thinking, oh, the water diluted it, and like, it's not actually that bad.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna die, man. But that existential crisis aside, awkward timing comes from Zombie lagging out. Nice.
Yeah.
High five.
Super cool.
Do you want to just default to Discord, or do you want to just try this till it happens again?
Let me try it till it happens again.
All right. I mean, it's good to know that we have a backup solution that kind of works from the other day in a worst case scenario.
Yeah, I guess so.
But okay, a bit of a YOLO cast for now, guys. Sorry, Canadian style sorries about that. Excuse me, about that. I guess what really sucks too is because there's stream delay. You can't even watch it off the stream. Have that minute and a half behind analysis. Like he's pushing with the tanks, and Zombie Group's like, man, I think he's gonna go tanks by the looks of things. But actually, a bit of strangeness comes in here with Widow Mines. Although not so totally uncanny, it's just not the road so traveled, and it's gonna be Widow Mine drops at that. So I mean, back in the day, this was so great. You know, your opponent had to have detection. It could really screw things over. Nowadays, Widow Mines revealing themselves after the shot goes off. As long as you micro decently, this will never really get a lot of damage done. But this is still usually scouting, and if the medevac lives, it's not so bad to lose a couple Widow Mines. They're not that expensive. So we'll see how this goes for INnoVation as he starts heading over soon. Reaper's still scouting around the main, just looking for opportunities, but Stalkers are waiting, and a third base. Ooh, did he catch that probe? He doesn't see the base go down, but he should know the base is coming. That probe was in clear vision. Take a look at that as these Widow Mines head out too. Big thank you for all these bits, guys. Support coming in still. We got Limax coming with that sub, brand new with Twitch Prime. Thank you kindly. Welcome to the Base Trade Brigade. Limax 17. B-Knuckle then, cheers 100 bits. If you're casting to 1,000 plus, I have to explain your jokes. ... Use your bits. And then Limax also cheers 500 bits. I guess taking advantage of that super sweet Prime deal. Thank you guys so much for the bits. But oof. Reaper's gonna come back in and see this base, confirming that, hop up to the main, and just hope to make stats look this way. It's not even about getting this damage done with the Reaper. Look over here, but stats isn't distracted. 5 stalkers in the natural base. This medevac does scout them, so it's not gonna try and boost in, hopefully, unless INnoVation wants to lose it for nothing. But the Reaper at least got scouting. So the medevac doesn't, but the Reaper saw the Twilight Council, and he got good vision on the main, and if he has a decent count, he knows there's about 9 or 10 stalkers in play. Really like 8 or something, but still, it's a good guess seen from what he saw, and it's kind of tough now for INnoVation because this drop for now is useless, but could be actually pretty good later if the stalkers leave and he stops paying attention. You can catch a big hit on those mineral lines, but this stats. Oh, his recall. What? Okay, I'm not gonna complain. That wasn't the worst move I've ever seen. I guess he was really worried there'd be Widow Mines laid down in between or something. Because this is certainly not a stealth move. INnoVation has without a doubt seen that base. And oftentimes you have the recall move to hide the transfer so your opponent doesn't catch the base. But I know worse for wear, it just costs him what would have otherwise been a chrono boost, and he gets over there much quicker. So, hey, probe straight to money. And income graph shows stats kicking it off now with that gold base. N38 power, oh my god, 1500 bits coming in. INnoVation, let's go. You know what, I'm gonna take those 1500 bits and match it with each and every one of my prayers for when Zombie Grub comes back, and hope she doesn't DC again. But thank you for the 1500. Would love to see him get further in the bracket. As I said, there's been a pretty disappointing results, or a disappointing amount of results coming from Terran in general for the Olimoleague, but there's some good ones today. And oh, that Widow Mine, he goes in with it. But good micro means this won't do much, and he actually picks them back up. Good moves out of INnoVation. Topside, the stalkers get caught a little off guard. Widowmine's gonna burrow here. Can these get their shots off? One gets killed, 2 not being target fired, so they might be able to pop off here. Kills the Immortal. Shield Battery not gonna help enough on this one, and the medevac goes for round 2 in the natural base. Stats will certainly be looking towards the goal. Oh, he stacks up, he passes up, he taps out. Huge hits on those Widow Mines. And INnoVation, ooh. INnoVation takes game number 1. The 1500 bits came in at the perfect time to make INnoVation win. Coincidence? Yes, definitely. But if I want to fish for bits, then no, it's not. You made it happen. N3A power, you made that happen, dude.
Way to go, man.
Pay to win.
Wait a month. Cool.
Welcome back.
Cool. Hi.
Well, my fingers are crossed you don't get DC, but what I'm going to do actually is while we're getting the lobby up, I'm going to get Discord prepped and ready, so if you do DC, we can just swap to that right away and you won't have to miss out on the game.
Okay. That's
Although,
fair.
I've made a new friend recently named Nix, and my Discord at the moment is just full of dumb shit-posting messages between the two of us, so I gotta find your name on this. Give me a sec.
There is a search function.
Yeah, but it never works. There we go, okay. Gotcha. So if you DC, we can get this going real quick. Easy peasy. But yeah, sorry guys, it happens. I certainly know the frustrations of this too, because this happened to me a lot back in the day. But yeah, it's not so bad now.
I guess so.
Also, I guess a quick base trade advertisement real quick, guys. I said quick there quite a bit. I already hate myself for doing it. The BTSL Amateur League is going down once more tomorrow, every Wednesday of the month. We've done Masters and below, we've done Diamond and below, and this week is going to be Platinum and below. So if you want to do me a favor, type !noob in chat as an NOOB. You'll get a link to the Team Liquid page, and if you are Platinum League or below, I'd love to have you guys show up, compete, and win some coaching from one of your favorite players. But alright, here we go into Neon Violet Square. Remember guys, 1 cheer equals 1 prayer. Let's pray for Zombie Grub. See you guys in game. Alright, we're back into it. This best of 3 continues, and this time Zombie Grub is in the game. Spawning to the lower right, we have our red Protoss from Splice. It's stats.
The top left for the Blue Terran. It's INnoVation.
Yeah, rocking a 1-0. Did some pretty cool attacks, some maneuvers, and I think regardless of the awesome Widowmine shots he got at the very end of the game, I kind of felt like that was just icing on the cake. He won the actual push so hard that Stats really didn't have a way to play that out.
Yeah. Didn't seem that way. I only got really like a couple of things, but yeah, him being pushed upon, perhaps his was ready, taking the gold base instead of the other third, might have contributed to this as well. Then the probe dying. It's really kicker.
That was probably, by the way, the most clean I've seen INnoVation win a TvP in quite some time. And I'm not taking shots at him. I really like INnoVation, guys, but we've seen him regularly enough through the Olimoleague. We kind of know what the bad side of INnoVation looks like too, along with the good. And I was just gotta say, it's been a while since we've seen a good TvP win for INnoVation, and I really like the way that went for him.
I don't know if it's gonna happen twice so easily, especially on a different map here, the Undivided Square, much more typical than Eastwatch, but maybe. INnoVation probably won't be going for Cyclones like TY did. Stats won't be getting such a luck if he goes to the Twilight Council again. That was a quite a quick 2-0 in the Protoss' favor just a couple minutes ago.
Well, very different players at very different skill levels, of course, too. But hey, big thanks to Bark over the 5-month resub, and Jay Ossathorn, thank you for the brand new sub. Welcome aboard. Again, just emphasizing that while we do send out replay packs from everything we do, the Olimoleague is an exception. If you guys want replay packs from the Olimoleague, be sure to check out the Patreon, because this tournament, you'll notice there's no sponsored bars or big things to shout out. It's entirely been crowdfunded by you, the passionate fans, for like 3 years now. So little as $1 a week can go a long way to making sure you get premium. Like, I mean, the thing is too, like, this is like legit GSL quality tier players. I mean, these brackets are always super stacked. Super awesome.
They indeed are. So this Reaper is going to get a pretty nice scout. With the wall off and Undivided Square not having an extra hop-up spot for the Reaper, it could be the only scout he gets. But it's going to be a good one because it sees its Twilight Council. And the Adepts can't really do anything about that. So, of course, there's always a question mark. Is it Blink? Is it 4 gates? Is it 3? Is it Dark Shrine? Blah, 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 blah. But just the Twilight Council, a Chrono on the Warp Gate, and the Reaper even survives. So there's a small chance it gets back into scout.
Yeah, picking up a probe wasn't too shabby either. And then he dipped in there the first time. And it's Widowmines again for INnoVation. I guess if it's not broken, don't fix it. I kind of like what he did last game, though. I feel there's a lot of people who still do that Widowmine drop, and they go for it for better or for worse. They're just going to drop the Widowmines, and if they die, they die. Maybe they get a couple kills. But his choice to pull back with them and later on end up getting 12+ kills with them, patience was certainly worth it in that instance.
Yeah, and always a little difficult to defend without a bunker since there are 2 entrances, and even that's an Adept in the main, which is a bit of a mistake because you do see how fast, for instance, that second barracks is coming down. And if it's going to be a Medevac or a Viking, perhaps the Adept's going to live. Goes into the natural. Gets an SCV.
Ooh,
gets a mule.
Well, that mule was almost dead, though, so that's not the craziest kill, but still, killing a mule nonetheless.
Yep. Thank you, HKG Chicken Man, for the 12-month resub. Now you're eligible for Partoof.
Yeah, actually, so you might be one of the guys who can help us test this. We're still refining it. It's not perfect, but we've set it up so now you should be able to cash in. Like, once you hit a 12-month resub, you should be getting a token you can spend in our Stream Elements store to exchange for a Partoof. It's not ready to go yet, so we may end up just doing the old school method for you for this one, but that's kind of what we're working towards to simplify things.
Cool.
Fingers crossed it works, but I gotta say, well, they don't sponsor us in any way. Big shout out to Stream Elements. I was really precocious working with them because yeah, they reached out to me and were like a little aggressive about like, hey, use our site. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm really glad I gave it a shot. It's been a blast working with them so far, and some of the features that this bot has that our old bot didn't have been really a welcome change.
Well, that's cool. I personally have been getting into yeah, Stream Bot or whatever it's called. It used to be Ankbot, I guess, but I actually had to set it up. It's a bit more programming, which sucks. But
see, that's where I really like Stream Elements. I told them from the second I'm like, hey, I'm just dumb, right? Like, if you guys want me to use your stuff, hold up, he's not reacting. Not great, not bad, but he gets out of there. So it's 7 probes, which isn't insane, but the fact that round 2 might be coming in, I mean, Stats does have a pretty big attack coming in. INnoVation might die to this if he's not careful. But those Widow Mines go back in for round 2 and severely cut out production. If there's nothing mining, you're not building stalkers.
This is so much better for INnoVation than it was for TY. It's even like, it's just not comparable. INnoVation not only went for a bunker, he also didn't go for like a tank, which can be blinked upon. It can limit your bioproduction. Now he just went right into bioproduction, so he has a lot of Marauders, decent number of Marines, and he had a Marine scouting for that specific attack, so he could pre-pull the SCVs.
But he does go back in for round 2. Ooh, Stats gotta be careful. Widow Mines are not gonna get the amazing shots that he was hoping for, but you know what? Not bad. As they do actually get a funny scout off and confirm there's no additional tech. If he had gotten down there to see the 3rd, that would have been even better, but I think he knows, okay, I can't let up on this. I can't not pull SCVs to repair. This is a big attack from Stats, and it's going to continue being a big attack from Stats. Bunker going to go down is a big problem.
I don't know if it is. Because Stim is done and Medivacs are done too, so now it's his turn to pounce upon the Stalkers. He's got to be a little bit careful as the Marauders can be targeted down, but actually, he was winning that fight.
What ended up working there, funny enough, was the bunker not dying meant there wasn't 4 more Marines stimming forward with them. He's sitting at home. Yeah. It means an extra dead stalker, but I thought that was going to be a lot worse, to be honest. I thought Stats Blink Micro was going to pick and pluck and not quite go down, right? Do the harassment, but... Oh, speaking of harassment...
INnoVation is really... Like, Stats is just not looking good against INnoVation. There's an extreme difference going on here. And, it's almost as extreme as TY's build order against Stats in the last series. Like, TY just looked like he didn't know what he was doing in that Neon Violet Square game. He was killed so fast. Obviously, he did, and it was an unfortunate circumstance, but
this is like
the reverse of that situation.
Like, I hate to be that bleak about this, but even with the 3rd base for Stats, the army supply is like doubling. INnoVation has an upgrade lead.
Yeah,
it's got a lot of Widow Mines. Yeah, unless INnoVation stops and stalls and tries to play a macro game for no reason right now, like, he should be able to push the win.
I think this build from Stats works much better against, obviously, the Cyclones, again, with TY's game, but also against someone who's like, again, no bunker, I guess is like the really big, you know, kicker here. If there's no bunker, he picks up so many units just with Blink Stalker Micro. But also against someone who like maybe goes a little bit more into tank production, you know, delays their barracks a little bit more, because then you can really like contain them, maybe pick off the tank if you're quite good. But against so much bio, he wasn't just not able to deal damage, he also can't defend against this.
Well, this almost gets the Cybercore. That alone is going to be really annoying. I haven't been able to build any more sentries or stalkers, but INnoVation's having some trouble quite getting up this ramp. Oh, that,
but in the end,
gets caught.
Even if he can't break the ramp here, he's doing quite well, continuing to harass, getting a 3rd CC. Stats might be able to buy enough time against Colossus, which would help a lot.
But I don't think the Colossus is the same thing as like Storm timing out with 3 Templar, right? Like, this is still a lot of Marauders. They can stim on top of that Colossus fairly easily. Most of the sentries have been whittled down. So there's no force fields to keep him back. And even Liberator's getting in the mix now.
That's the last force field. No Guardian Shield.
Stalkers blink up into this, and Marauders and Widow Mines waiting for them.
There it is. INnoVation looking like this is no problem against Stats.
You know, we're at that point where, like, can we just get a hotkey check on INnoVation, please? Make sure it's actually him. I mean, he's the god of StarCraft too, right? Like, I can't make jokes like that, but honestly, it's cool to see him doing so well when we've been watching frustration and struggles. And this isn't some, like, random protest he's winning against, right? This is not like us comparing him to Gyolzing or something. This is us comparing him to Stats.
Exactly. It's definitely a complete 180 of our last TvP, which is very... I actually thought that TO was going to give Stats more trouble than the other than this match. INnoVation plays, I mean, a very good Terran, but usually a very standard Terran, which I figured Stats would have a good time against. But now the Colossus does not work out this game.
You came to the wrong neighborhood.
Yeah, he did.
He's both the probes. He knows what's up. That's going to be game. And yo, super congratulations! INnoVation will advance on.
Yes, he will. He'll face probably Hero. Yeah,
oh, please tell me Apex S didn't start. Oh, it did. Damn it! They're like 4 minutes in.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's likely. So we gotta wait.
That being said, though, the one that looks like we're gonna be waiting on would be Hero versus Cure or Ryung. So that could be pretty good. I really like watching Hero, obviously. So I'm excited for that. Guys, we're gonna go to commercials though, and when we're back, hopefully we'll have a game ready to go immediately. But either way, back here shortly. So thank you guys for tuning in. Also, quick note to finish my compliment to the fine folks at Streamlabs, in case anyone's tuning in. Like I said, I told them, hey, look, I'm just a grown-up, I'm an adult idiot. I don't know how technology works. I don't know how your site works. You got to baby me through it. And they did. They actually like babied me through their site. They took me through everything. They had this guy named Onslaught who like taught me how to do stuff. Really had a blast working with them so far. So cheers, and here's to many more. But guys, we're going to commercials. See you in a bit.